This is a crucial opportunity to align ASEAN's direction with our national economic policies as well, and facilitating the regional adoption. In January this year, our Prime Minister emphasized the importance of showcasing Malaysia's capabilities and leadership at the international level, aiming to exceed our deliverables during the ASEAN chairmanship. So we feel privileged to once again set the regional integration agenda for ASEAN with the launch of the ASEAN Community Vision 2045 during our upcoming chairmanship. So when talking about our PED, our Priority Economic Deliverables, it will be framed around 4 key strategic thrusts. Number 1, enhancing trade and investment between ASEAN member states, especially intra-ASEAN trades. Number 2, integrating and connecting economies. Number 3, forging an inclusive and sustainable future. And number 4 is transforming for the digital future. So these 4 strategic thrusts reflect our desired outcomes for the ASEAN agenda during our chairmanship in 2025. So they align with the ongoing regional discussions of the ASEAN Community Vision 2045 and also the AEC strategic plan aimed for a resilient, innovative, dynamic and people-centered ASEAN. As ASEAN continues to integrate in the global economy, as what Tan Sri said just now, we are an integral part of the supply chain today. We must also navigate the significant impacts of global megatrends, which are today very complex, they're multidimensional, varied. Right? So allow me today to highlight 3 key trends that are particularly relevant. The first trend is de-risking or even de-globalization. So today, in the era of nearshoring, friendshoring, onshoring, etc., then decisions by company are no longer on just profit maximization. It's about production location, about supply chain redesign, shareholding, and even senior hiring of senior management are looked at differently from before, right? And investors, exporters, countries, and economic blocs must carefully position themselves in a multipolar world where the new power equilibrium or world order remains uncertain. So the shifting of geopolitical landscape, including trade tensions and changing alliances, could drive ASEAN's increasing trade and investment flows. So ASEAN has the potential to become the epicenter of the next phase of growth in the global south. Many ASEAN dialogue partners, including India, China, the EU, and of course the US, are revising their outlook and commitment to strengthen or expand trade and investment ties with ASEAN, particularly in emerging areas of growth. And countries, even such as Canada, the Gulf Cooperation Council, the GCC, and Switzerland are also seeking to fortify their economic ties with ASEAN. So within ASEAN, individual countries are positioning themselves to capitalize on the shifting global supply chains. So how can ASEAN drive this on a more regional level and a more structured way? So while this trend enhances ASEAN's ability to shape the global economic landscape, the message must be clear, right? ASEAN, and by extension Malaysia, must be firm on its neutrality and independence. We must remain non-aligned and open trading region for all. So in terms of investments in infrastructure and connectivity to augment the reliability of supply chains within ASEAN, this will be achieved through the Master Plan of ASEAN Connectivity 2025. So we will push initiatives to improve transportation, digital, energy infrastructure, thereby improving logistics and reducing bottleneck in ASEAN's supply chain. The second mega trend is the global race to net zero. This inevitable transition presents new investment and trading opportunities centered around a greener future, including carbon credits, certificates, currents, or even charging capabilities. So to accelerate decarbonization and achieve a carbon neutral economy, ASEAN has developed ASEAN strategy for carbon neutrality, and Malaysia is committed to forging an inclusive and sustainable future as a key priority for ASEAN. So while many ASEAN member states are increasingly integrating ESG consideration into their operations, others face challenges due to lack of capacity. So on this note, MITI aims to drive ASEAN-wide projects that facilitate regional sharing of expertise in green technology, supporting ASEAN countries that find the sustainability journey more challenging. So we will explore measures to boost investment in green technologies, job and growth, while supporting vulnerable households. So strengthening macroeconomic and public investment management will reduce risk and premiums and funding costs, drive economic growth, and attract private capital into ASEAN. So the third megatrend I would like to address is digital transformation, particularly the world's unstoppable journey towards an AI operating landscape, an AI-driven operating landscape. So this shift presents both challenges as well as opportunities. On the current trajectory, the ASEAN digital economy is expected to grow up 3 times, reaching $1 trillion by 2030. So while ASEAN countries are investing in digital infrastructure to enhance connectivity and then drive economic growth, forward-looking ASEAN Digital Economy Framework, that's the DEFA, currently being negotiated, was launched during Indonesia's chairmanship last year, is key for regional digital integration agreement. So beyond intergovernmental support from ASEAN member states, the success of Malaysia's chairmanship in 2025 will require robust support from the private sector, from all of you here, including business players and industry players. So I urge all of you to support Malaysia's ambitions during the ASEAN chairmanship in 2025. We strongly believe that consistent engagements with the business community is important, is essential. We welcome a collaborative approach to ensure our ongoing work within the ASEAN framework aligns with business needs and global standards.